Francois Hollande, France's first socialist president in 17 years, has begun the task of forming his government. And already Mr Hollande has promised to wind back austerity measures and promote growth to get France out of its financial troubles. But while the German Chancellor Angela Merkel has welcomed Mr Hollande's victory, she has ruled out renegotiating the European Union's so-called fiscal pact. ABC correspondent Lisa Miller reports from Paris.
With the party over, the reality is now sinking in.
For us, for France, it's an opportunity, especially for education and health, to try and correct social imbalances and poverty in society, so we are happy. But it's going to be difficult given the current crisis, and I believe that it will make us feel better.
L'Europe va sûrement s'effondrer à cause de lui parce que
Europe will surely collapse because of him, because Europe is running on the alliance between Sarkozy and Merkel.
The president-elect headed to socialist headquarters this morning to thank supporters.
The plan for today is to work, even if the handover isn't yet done. That'll come with time. We're still fixing it. I've got to be prepared. I said I was ready, now I really have to be.
The markets delivered their verdict, falling across the board, pummeled by the concerns of uncertainty in both France and Greece.
Facing the election in Greece and France, there's a real threat that the old debt problems in Europe could face a renaissance.
Until now, Francois Hollande has had little contact with international leaders, but among the first to hear from him will be German Chancellor Angela Merkel. After his inauguration on May the 15th, he'll travel to Berlin to tell her he wants to renegotiate the tough fiscal pact signed by his predecessor. He wants it to focus on growth instead. What happens at that meeting will be critical to the Eurozone's stability.
The real test for Hollande will be to see whether at the European level he can actually fundamentally change the direction that's been taken. And that'll be quite a big challenge, and judging from the ability of previous leaders to achieve something like that, it'll be very tough. Elections seem to have a minimal impact on the direction that European Union policies take.
Francois Hollande will feel the biggest pressure here in France. He's led his supporters to believe that there can be hope and optimism despite the tough economic times. He'll have to act quickly to install a government, and he'll have little time to prove that he's up to the challenges ahead.
He's likely to look for a mix of experience and youthfulness in his cabinet. Among the likely choices, a former Prime Minister.
So we all know that we have massive deficits. We know that we have to reduce unemployment and increase growth and revive the public service and find a new contact to the people. Revive Europe. This is the task. This is the commitment.
A commitment some suggest may be almost impossible to uphold. Lisa Miller, Late Line.